The term wet cupping refers to a form of cupping therapy that involves a small amount of blood during the process. In the Islamic tradition, it is known as Hijama. In Chinese medicine, it is called Silo Bagwan or Feng Shui Bagwan. Traditionally, this method is practiced mainly to treat blood stagnation, clear heat, and reduce toxicity. Clinically, it is often used to treat chronic stubborn pain and long-lasting inflammatory conditions that don't respond well to other treatments. Modern research, although still limited, shows that wet cupping can have strong anti-inflammatory effects. That's why it may be helpful for conditions like arthritis or other similar disorders when done properly. The main idea is to create suction on the skin, make small pricks, and then draw a controlled amount of blood from the area. Cups are placed on specific points that have clear purposes. For example, under the 7th cervical vertebra to reduce fever, behind the armpit to reduce toxicity, or near inflamed joints and painful areas to relieve discomfort. In the past, I used regular plastic cups for this procedure, which required a complex and time-consuming sterilization process. Today, we have a much easier and safer solution: disposable cups. Use them once and throw them away. Although wet cupping is very effective, I strongly recommend not performing it unless you are properly trained and certified. And always make sure your patient is not taking blood thinning or antithrombotic medications, because in those cases wet cupping can be unsafe. For pricking the skin, you can use a syringe needle, a lancet pen, or a scalpel. In traditional hijama, practitioners use scalpels. Technically, a lancet pen is easier to use, but for those who use for syringes like nurses or acupuncturists, that may be more convenient. Choose what works best for your practice. There are various pricking blood pen designs, including those with 1, 3, 4, or even 7 lancets. There are also electric pens available with numerous needles, but I find this to be useless for wet cupping and terribly painful to use. I like the pen with just 1 lancet, since I can use a disposable head and use fewer needles overall. This is also safer and more practical than having to sterilize the pen head after every treatment. The disposable lancing needles are available separately and are reasonably priced. You only need to insert the needle here and secure the pen head over it. The triple needle is the same. I simply haven't been able to get a disposable head for it, so I have to fully sanitize it after each use. As for syringe needles, you can use a 3-edge needle like those used in Chinese medicine to prick blood, or a regular syringe for injections. I found that the latter is more convenient and cheaper. The optimal needle size is somewhere between 18 to 23 G. As for scalpels, I recommend a number 23 carved edge blade, which is very comfortable to handle. Before wet cupping, it is important to sterilize the treated area with alcohol to prevent infection. You should also wear medical gloves because you might unintentionally touch the patient's blood. Additionally, I'm using alcohol gel since it offers a 3-in-1 benefit during the procedure: sterilization, skin lubrication, and blood dilution. Place the cup on the area to be treated and apply suction for about a minute. This is done to bring more blood to the area and mark the boundaries for puncture. Then remove the cup and prick the skin several times with the pen. Or use a syringe instead. Or the scalpel. Then immediately put the cup back on the same spot and apply relatively strong suction. Then watch the cup and make sure it doesn't lose the suction, because then you have to increase it back, otherwise the cup will fall and the blood may spread on the patient's body. After leaving it there for approximately 5 minutes, cover the cup with absorbent cotton to prevent the blood from staining the patient's clothes or the treatment table, and then slowly release the cup. Make sure the patient's skin isn't bleeding on the end of the process and clean it again. If you would like to master both dry and wet cupping and learn how to treat real conditions like back pain, headaches, shoulder disorders and more with confidence, visit cupping-therapy.net. Inside the complete Master's Edition Cupping Therapy course, I will guide you step by step through every technique so you can achieve safe, effective and professional results with your clients.